Mike, you know I gave you the business.
This ain't the same MJ.
Oh, Lord. I would have said, man, y'all, you don't shut the fuck up.
Man, this is my first game ever.
He's talking trash, and then you want to throw fuel on the fire to help him out. Don't say nothing to him.
Second round, we play Michael Jordan there. That's when Nick Anderson
Throw the ball.
stole the ball.
The ball was inbounded under our basket. I swiped at the ball. He got around me. And when he got around me, he was dribbling up the right-hand side of the court. But he looked over his left shoulder thinking I was coming up on that side. But I was on the other side of him and knocked the ball. And when I hit the ball, it went directly to Penny Hardaway.
Jordan spinning his way against Anderson.
You steal the ball, the Magic win, and then you say, this is what's reported.
Legend has it that you said 45 ain't 23 because 45 to go back to number 23.
To this day, until I saw Last Dance, I did not know Nick Anderson said 45 is not 23.
He was saying something like, this ain't the same MJ.
Nick Anderson is the player that retired the 4-5 version of Michael Jordan.
After the game, Nick Anderson said, 45 isn't 23.
45 is nowhere near 23. And I wasn't saying it in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying 23 will always be the man.
Oh, Lord. I would have said, man, y'all, you don't shut the fuck up. What is you doing? You don't get this man no fuel.
Oh, man.
But Lord behold,
He comes back out the next night.
it was portrayed in a different light.
He comes out, keeps his top on. They did the announcement. Wearing number 45, Michael Jordan. Yeah, crowd go crazy. You know, we at home, but it sounded like we in Chicago. Boy, both teams broke out of the huddles. Coming to the court, that motherfucker took out that damn thing. I saw 2-3. I said, oh, Lord, we in trouble. Superman's in the building, back cat, whatever you want to call him, Jesus. We in trouble tonight.
Gone is 45. Back from the rafters is 23.
I just felt like 45 wasn't natural. I wanted to go back to a feeling I had with 23.
23 was retired at the time because he had retired, right? And you need to get league's approval to wear the number. He didn't care. He was like, whatever fine is coming out, I'll take the fine, and here's number 23.
What was the chatter at the end of the bench? Oh, shit.
I don't know. I just know I was excited. I don't know what they were saying.
I'm ready to watch this shit.
Because I was sitting there like, I ain't got to guard him. Like, y'all got to guard him. Good luck.
I'm about to see some
Remember Bernie Mac saying, you're doing a good job.
He even said something about it when we stepped out on the court.
Okay, what'd he say?
I got on 23 tonight. So,
Did you know you was in trouble?
well, I kind of look at, the series is going to be tough. Anytime you got the best player on the planet, it's no question that you're going to see, you don't lose all that, what he had. It's just a matter of time he was going to gain it back.
The next year they came back and demolished us, make sure we didn't win the game.
But did Jordan give you grief? Did he talk junk to you?
Not to me, but he told me what he was going to do to Nick Anderson. He's like, I'm coming down, I'm going to throw it between my legs twice, I'm going to pump fake, and I'm going to shoot a jumper, then I'm going to look at you. That's exactly what he did.
I'm going to let these dudes know what it is.
Yeah.
And he had a great game, and they beat us.
Hardaway looking for a way around Jordan. Jordan strips him with the ball. The easy opportunity. Scott with the giveaway. Michael Jordan stepping into pass lane. Look at Jordan.
I never forget this, and you can go back and look at the stat sheet. Jordan had 2 free throws at the end of the game. He hit the first one and missed the second one on purpose. And we was like, what the fuck you doing, Somebody said, look at the scoreboard. He left 45 on the scoreboard. Jordan petty in a motherfucker. He left 45 for last year on the scoreboard.
Jordan finishes with 45 points. The Bulls do it 106 to 101.
I still got, hey, look, man, don't say anything to him. He's talking trash, and then you want to throw fuel on the fire to help him out. Don't say nothing to him. Many guys don't play 48 minutes of hell. Michael Jordan gave you 48 minutes of hell.
Now, you played with one of the best players ever, Michael Jordan. You got something special about Jordan?
Yeah.
During your time there in Chicago?
It was me, Dennis, and James Edwards, Ron Harper on that team. Ron Harper used to give Michael the numbers. People
When he was
don't
healthy?
know that. When he was healthy, he was.
Harp was a problem.
He was.
He used to talk about it in the Laker locker room all the time.
He was a problem when he was healthy.
Was.
Mike, you know I gave you the business. Me and Mike played a lot of basketball.
We're in a practice. Phil said, tell him to go home, and he didn't know why, and he waited. And he was like, all right, we're playing for minutes, scrimmage for minutes. And MJ came in, nah, you ain't putting me out. And he had on regular tennis shoes. They looked like Vans, but they were Nike. He had his sweats cut and rolled at the bottom. You know, he thought he was fly. He wasn't. But, you know, you don't say nothing to the Messiah. And he was like, yeah, put all the Pistons on that team, Wood Harp, and put Randy Brown over there. And Harp was pissed. And we're playing. And all of a sudden, I'm running back, and MJ gets a steal. And he's about to do the right-hand jump. I said, I know exactly what dunk you're going to try. I'm getting this. I don't care. I drop, step, and turn around about to jump. And as I'm about to jump, his midsection is moving past my face. And you know, you try to bring yourself down. He was like, block this, bitch. Boom. And I'm like, I take the ball out, boom, boom. I'm staying in the hotel behind the facility. And I go home, I call my mother. She's like, how is it? I said, Ma, I just saw the greatest player of all time. She said, it took you that long to admit it. I go, yeah, it took me this long to admit it. But I just saw him play in tennis shoes, no tape, no knee brace, sweatpants on, t-shirt, and a practice jersey, and thought he was in the finals against us. Like, he literally thought he was reliving the 80s. And I was like, yeah, this dude is on next level.
Jordan was an assassin. He did something that I've never had anybody ever do. I think I had 57 in Atlanta, and we had to go back to Chicago a little while later. And he walks into our locker room, suit and tie, and I'm like, what's he doing in our locker room? You know, I'm like, what's going on here, right? I'm thinking he may be going to training room, right? But he walks by me, he walks by Kevin. When he gets to one of my teammates, Randy Whitman, he tapped him on the butt. He said, lace him up, it's going to be a long night. And I didn't know what to say. I'm shocked. And he walks out, right? And I said, well, you tell that son of a bitch, Scotty, I'm gonna kick his. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. You know, I just do, and because I'm in disbelief, you know.
Michael Jordan walks into your locker room before the game.
He had 60 that night.
Taps your teammate and says, lace him up, and then drops 60 on you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think I might have said to Scotty, I said, I've never had anybody do that, come in our locker room like that.
He was playing mind games.
Yeah, but you know, we won the game, but I couldn't get over him walking in. And I asked Scott, I said, he ever done that to any other team? I said, because that had to be well thought out.
My very first game playing against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Oh. And we had a guy named Greg Minor guarding him. And, you know, it was a little dust up. Greg's playing hard. He's playing, you know, of course, you got to play as hard as you can. It's MJ.
Right.
It's opening night. My mom at home watching, the kids watching, everybody watching. So they got in a little scuffle. MJ's going to the free throw line, and he looks at Greg and he says, I should make you take my shoes off. I look down, I ain't even realize it. I look down and he got the Jordans on. So I said, oh man, this is my first game ever. I said, this is what I got to look forward to.
You learned a valuable lesson though, right?
Well, obviously I didn't say much to MJ the rest of the night.
That's
right. I didn't want to be on that reel.
We played like 3 games in 4 nights or 4 games in 5 nights or something. And we were on a West Coast road trip. And this guy was playing 35, 40 minutes. And I was just amazed watching him play 35, 40 minutes and then come to practice with the same energy.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute. Now this isn't normal. You know what? You know what stinks? We didn't show him practicing. Okay, he might be the greatest player ever. I don't know who's the greatest, but he's certainly somewhere in there. He was the greatest practice player I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy practice this hard. And that's what we should be showing the kids, because we're just showing them the games when the lights are on. I've never seen someone this competitive and it's always on. And you realize
he's different.
You were like, I was at the same place he was at, and I'm a little tired today. Everybody else is a little tired. And then all of a sudden, when Phil Jackson would blow the whistle, this guy, like, he got like 10 hours of sleep. And you like, and he didn't eat.
Yeah.
So you got a guy who didn't sleep, he didn't eat, he's playing cards and whatever he's doing at night, you know what I mean? Let's keep it PG, you know, hey, Rex, you know, doing whatever happens, and the guy is playing as if like, and you're like, wait a minute, he just played 45 minutes the other night. We didn't see the best of Michael Jordan because he didn't sleep for, 14 years, okay? Literally. Wow.